I hope you're having a fantastic day right now, because I've got something that'll probably fire you up. It'll probably like grind your gears just a bit, because it's a really sad story. In the end, it gets happy, but it's a really sad story. So let's just get right into it.
It started out as a typical trip to Target Saturday for 8-year-old Gabe Lyles and his dad TJ, until 3 men walked up and said they were working with the YouTuber Mr. Beast.
So you probably got some ideas of what's about to happen, but just listen, because it gets even worse.
Said that they wanted to do a fill the cart challenge where we would be blindfolded. Within 30 seconds, whatever we could put within the cart, they'll pay for.
Mr. Beast is one of Gabe's favorite YouTubers. He often makes videos about challenges where he gives away free stuff. So TJ and Gabe believed that the men were working with Mr. Beast. They both put on a blindfold and started filling their cart. And then TJ heard the men running away.
So you can see that these guys obviously think that they're tomfoolering around, but they're jackassering around. These guys are a bunch of fucking losers. And just listen to me. I promise the story gets... Just listen.
My heart sank, 100%. The very last thing in this world I want to do is hurt him.
It broke my heart because I thought my dreams were coming true.
Like, this is so sad. This kid is literally broken. He said he thought his dreams were coming true, and they just shattered right in front of him. You cannot pay me to do this. Like, this is awful. And you can't tell me that these guys didn't think about this. Like, you could not, like, tell me they didn't think about a reaction like this would happen, even if it's like...
The shopping cart challenge was just a mean prank. The men were not affiliated with Mr. Beast, and it was one comment in particular that upset TJ.
My son leaned in and said that he couldn't hear them because he had to wear hearing aids, and they said that's why we are choosing you for this challenge, because of the hearing loss.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, I told you it was going to get worse. This kid is deaf. They not only pranked a little kid, they pranked a little deaf kid. And not only did they just randomly prank this little deaf kid, he flat out said to them he couldn't hear because he had hearing aids. And they said back that he is perfect because of that. That makes the situation even worse. They just did this to a little deaf kid. Like, oh my gosh. These guys are like on another planet of jackassery. I'm making up this word. This is a new word. Let's put it in the dictionary. Jackassery. But as all stories go, this is kind of the turning point, and this is where the story starts to get a bit better. So let's watch that.
So we took to Facebook writing this post, and the community quickly responded. The Southington Town Commission for Persons with Disabilities gave TJ a $200 gift card, and Target matched it. On Sunday, Gabe's dreams of a shopping spree came true.
I pick out Nerf guns, water balloons, and water guns.
But the lesson here isn't about how quickly you can fill your cart.
Made me feel heartwarming and happy.
So I know there's a little fucking smile on your face now. I know that little angry face turned into a little grin, and well deserved. Like, it was such a wholesome moment from Target and everyone else there, like, to help make his dream come true when that stuff happens. And like, it's so sad that those people do that. Like, those guys are absolute idiots, and they don't deserve anything. Like, how could you willingly do that to like a little kid? Like, that's just, it's awful. Incoming canon event. No, but there's actually an update to the story, so let's look at it.
Boy's favorite YouTuber, Mr. Beast, saw our story and is now working to make things right. Channel 3.
Yeah, so Mr. Beast tweeted this out, and he wants to help the kid. He asked for his like information or whatever. He wants to get in contact with the kid, and which is actually so awesome. After all this, after the prank of thinking Mr. Beast was gonna help him, to Mr. Beast actually wants to see him. Like, that's so cool, and that's actually one of the most beautiful parts about social media sometimes, is that things like this do really come true and do really happen. You know, maybe it's not super often, but it's the real beauty that can happen out of this. But now into this segment, they kind of talk about who did it and all of that jazz.
It turns out this so-called prank is a TikTok trend.
Now, I'm not trying to ruin this like wholesome moment and trying to excuse any of the things from the person that did this, but I just hate when older people say, oh, this is a TikTok trend because someone did it on TikTok, because it's not really a TikTok trend and no one really does this. Only the degenerates do this, and it just it just bothers me when people say, oh, this is a TikTok trend. Like, no, it's not. It's just a stupid idiot doing something stupid and idiotic.
Started by the creator Kendrick Curry. He reached out to us wanting to clear his name. He says this wasn't him, and he feels bad the prank was used on someone so young.
I feel like when it comes to somebody of his age, it's kind of a little bit on the wrong side, I would say. I just hope he's okay.
You know, it's only slightly more on the wrong side, right? And it's only because of his age, it's slightly wrong. No, dude, it's completely wrong. And not only because of his age, that is a huge part, but also because he's deaf. Dude, you guys went up to him saying that he was the perfect candidate because he's deaf. Like, you heard him say that. You're not deaf, and you can't use that excuse now. Like, this kid literally has hearing aids, and you're like, oh, I hate, like, it's not a genuine apology, and, you know, it's not a good apology at all, because, look at this, like, this guy posted this on TikTok, watch. It started out as a typical trip to Target Saturday for 8-year-old Gabe Lyles and his dad TJ, until 3 men walked up and said they were working with the YouTuber Mr. Beast.
Said that they wanted to do a fill the car challenge where we would be blindfolded.
As you can tell, this guy is so sorry for what he's done, and he's so apologetic, and, you know, he really meant that apology. Like, fuck out of here, dude. The comments on this this post are even worse. I'm gonna put a bunch on the screen right now. I'll show a bunch. They're really degenerate, and they just contribute to, like, I don't know how people enjoy this or think this is funny, like what he did, like, and the people in this comments should just be exposed. Like, these guys are just, I can't believe people actually enjoy this.
Now, Curry says he has reached out to Gabe's dad to see if there's anything he can do. Mr. Beast's team has also reached out to us wanting to connect with the family. I've talked to Gabe's dad, TJ, today as well. He says even with all of this attention, all Gabe keeps saying is, I hope this helps people.
Kid is actually a saint. Like, that's such an amazing answer. Like, even after all this, he just says, hopefully people learn from this and can take away something from the situation, which I love. But the one thing I hate is the guy, how he, you know, online he has his persona and he's trying to look hard and stuff for his fans or whatever, and he posts that TikTok, but in private he's like trying to help. I mean, I'm glad he's trying to help. That's a really good thing that he wants to help. It's just, I hate the online persona he has to try and prove that he's like, oh, look at this. Like, no, you're not hard, you're weird, stop it. Like, just apologize, just like try not to don't look like this, like an idiot, just for your fan base to see. Like, you can be transparent and be real. But anyways, guys, that's been it. That's been this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for more bangers. You know, it's been your boy Greek Mamba, Chief Costa. Peace out.
Hop up on my dick, let's go for a ride. Sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, yeah, 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 yeah. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, and thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, yeah, 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 yeah. It's a beautiful day, yeah. I need it my way, I need a new bae. Give me the money and I'm making it rain. I'm sorry for the hate, I'm sorry for the pain. I'm done with all the lanes, why you always switching lanes?